Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Thursday evening and this evening we are talking water. hmm the reason we're talking water is the problems that have been happening in England and Wales with the privatised water companies. Um, there was a couple of articles in the news today about the problems because Ofwat, which is a water and wastewater company regulator, has said that the prices can go up um, by a specific level. Now, the reason that the prices have to go up is that the companies are saying, well, we need to invest, we need to, put money into the infrastructure to stop as many sewage leaks, to stop the instances of the sewage overflow getting pumped into rivers and stuff. If you've seen the news in recent months, you'll see that things like the Oxford Cambridge boat race people, they were suffering. Surfers have been suffering, wild swimmers. Um, there's been reports, even the beach where I go down to the caravan, it's had bacteria in it where they said, you can't swim, it's not safe. And that's because of the sewage getting put out. Now, interestingly enough, there's 10 English and Welsh water and wastewater companies. And since 1989, they've paid out 78 billion in dividends. But through that time, they've managed to build up 60 billion in debt. Confused? Me too. Now, one of the biggest companies is obviously Thames Water. That's the one that does London. It's got 15.2 billion of debts. And it's in so much trouble that the government has now put it in special measures. And by that, see, I wrote it down, it has been placed in a turnaround oversight regime and subjected to heightened regulatory measures. And that basically means that it must regularly report on progress of the investment plan, because obviously investment companies are looking at it going, oh, how much dividends are we going to get from you if you're having to put all your money into this infrastructure? Because obviously they've paid out the dividends for the years before. So all this comes down to a very basic thing, in that in England and Wales, and probably in Scotland as well, it's not within the same report, the water costs are going to go up. And water is so important to us. And I think because of that, we need to start looking at, if you have a garden, get a water butt. Get it attached to your pipework so that you have water for flushing toilets, for watering your plants, etc., etc. Because if you're using the water from the water butt, you're not using the water that's going through your meter. And if you do manage to get the water butts, make sure you check your roans, gutterings, etc., etc. Make sure they're clear of leaves and stuff so that you can get the maximum water from that pipe. Because, if these prices are going to keep going up the way they've been going up, that's going to be a lot of money for us. It's going to be a noticeable increase in what we're paying. So I think anything we can do to use the water that we don't have to pay for would be a good plan. So yeah, that's my thing. And even if you're not in the UK, I think anywhere where you have to pay for your water, which is pretty much everywhere, because it does have to go through the treatment plants and all this sort of stuff, and infrastructure does have to be, improved. But I don't think the costs are going to come down. So if you can save yourself money, especially if you're growing things in your garden, why would you use water out the tap when you can use water out the water butt to water your plants? Makes sense to me. So yeah, that's my thing for today. I have finished my blankie. which I haven't looked at it. I know that the charity that I'm going to start doing some crocheting for said lap blankets. Mine isn't a lap blanket. Mine, I wanted it to come up to my chin and cover my feet, so it's pretty much the length of me. And also, for the first time in probably over 40 years, I made an omelette for tea tonight. Look at me being healthy with onions and tomatoes and peppers and stuff. So yeah, but that's the cat coming now, and she's eating her biscuits just now, but I need to go and give her dinner. So I will go feed the raven, and I will catch you later.